Man, big sports media is seeming more and more like my mama and my grandmama's stories. Y'all know what I'm talking about if you're from the environment. Okay. My mama and my grandmama called their soap operas their stories. Okay. They watch them ones on CBS. I can give you the lineup. Okay. First of all, they're gonna watch Prices Right before these stories come on. Then they were gonna watch Young and the Restless, followed by the local news. Then they were gonna watch The Bold and the Beautiful. Then they were gonna watch As the World Turns, and then they were gonna watch Guiding Light. And that's what big sports media has turned into soap operas. Week 4 last, I talked to y'all about Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless having this back and forth and shit, centered around Tim Tebow and which one of them had the show First Take on probation, all that kind of shit. They beefing over that back and forth on that particular podcast. Then last week, Stephen A. Smith then had this back and forth on Twitter with Pro Football Hall of Famer Terrell Owens, okay? And now this week, Shannon Sharpe and Stephen A. Smith then went on Stephen A. Smith's podcast to talk about Skip Bayless and how Shannon Sharpe and Skip Bayless fell out. So let's talk about this briefly. Can we talk about this briefly? God damn. Let's talk about this briefly. But before we do, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. I am your homeboy first, and this is the realest, most entertaining sports show in the game. Put it on some again. Hit that subscribe button, share, and put all your people on, okay? But yes, Shannon Sharpe was on Stephen A. Smith's podcast and went into some detail about him and Skip Bayless's relationship and how they really didn't have no goddamn relationship. How I think he said in 7 years they might have went to brunch one time, and how they rarely even talked. He went to his dressing room, I went to my dressing room. He said it was like a boxing match or some shit. You know what I'm talking about? And they just came out there and did their thing. So he took his cue from Skip, and didn't seem like Skip wanted no relationship. There's a clip out there where I guess Stephen A. played the clip. Well, y'all missed this. Y'all missed some shit. Well, Skip Bayless disrespected that man, but he disrespected him countless times. But this is one of the many times where he disrespected him while they were arguing about Tom Brady. And Skip called Shannon jealous of Tom Brady. Now, remember, Shannon Sharpe is a Pro Football Hall of Famer his damn self. Shannon Sharpe is one of the greatest tight ends of all time. Okay, he's the tight end of the 90s. But of course, most people consider Tom Brady to be the greatest quarterback of all time. Some people call him the greatest football player of all time. I call him neither, but that's another story. And of course, Shannon Sharpe took offense to being called jealous of this motherfucker. Took his glasses off. Skip Bayless told him, "Put your fucking glasses back on." He didn't say fucking, but he did. He wanted to say, "Put your fucking glasses back on." In that instance, they got heated. But I used to watch that show religiously until Shannon Sharpe disrespected people like me who were critical of Deion Sanders and how he left Jack State, in the disrespectful shit he said. But in all my years of watching that show, Skip Bayless was disrespectful, and Shannon Sharpe admits that moment was preceded by a lot of shit that he feels like he should have checked. I knew when they were gonna get into it. If the Cowboys lost, they were gonna get into it. Skip Bayless gonna be in his feelings. They were gonna get into it about Baker Mayfield. I don't know why. I don't know why. Other than Baker Mayfield played for Oklahoma, but they didn't get into about Kyler Murray like that. But maybe I don't know. Maybe because Baker was a white guy played for Oklahoma. I don't know. I have no idea. But they would get into it about Baker Mayfield. And they would get into it about motherfucking Tom Brady. Okay, they're gonna get into it about him. But that one that is referenced when he took them glasses off, yeah, that bitch got real heated. It got real heated. But see, here's my thing, y'all. I'm wondering why now. Why are they on this shit talking about this? They've already started their relationship on First Take together. They, you know what I'm saying? They rolling. They're whooping Skip's ass in the ratings. You know what I'm talking about? Skip has moved on. Remember, my brother Timothy Jacob told y'all that they just swapped wives. So they moved on. I'm like, why right now? What the fuck is going on? Especially when Stephen A. Smith continues to tell us that Skip Bayless is his brother and he loves the man and they're not competing and all this kind of shit. Why is this a segment here? Because they are competing. And that shit is getting cutthroat. It's getting cutthroat. Shannon Sharpe even said it was kind of tough for him not to put his hands on Skip Bayless. Who? Mm, mm, mm. So I wonder what's going to happen this week in this week's edition of the soap opera. So we're starting to move past soap opera and just get into reality TV type of bullshit. Mm, mm, mm. It's more reason for y'all to watch. Put it on some.
Please subscribe to my daddy's YouTube channel because the more subscribers he gets, the more attractive he looks to sponsors. The more attractive he looks to sponsors, the more money he can make. And the more money he can make, the more money he can spend on me.